for coming and joining us this evening. I know you had a long day at work and it takes time to do this, so thank you for carving out that little bit of time. We'll be here about probably 30, 35 minutes, and then if you want to hang around and ask questions, we're here to answer that. I want to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Sara Mulero. I cover Arkansas, Oklahoma, and East Texas for Idle Protein, and my title is a Clinic Engagement Manager, which just basically means I'm an educator. I come in and talk to your pharmacists and your doctors about protocol and your coaches, and also the patients themselves will do different educational events. So the purpose of tonight is really just to welcome you to Idle Protein and tell you about who we are. So I am going to first congratulate you on taking a really big step towards getting healthier and reaching your own personal goals. I'll be walking you through some details about who we are, what we do, and why the first time losing weight can be different for you. Why this time losing weight can be different for you, not the first time. All right, so let's jump right in. I know it's really kind of a bad thing whenever it's dinner time and I'm showing you a cheeseburger, but it's important to know our bodies are designed to gain weight. What we eat, all of that processed and high-fat food, quantities of foods, yummy desserts, they all contribute to weight gain. We're exposed to a lot of those high-caloric foods every single day. Think of how many places you had to pass to get home tonight. And without understanding each type of food and how it impacts your body, your weight, or how you gain fat, it's really hard to stay at a healthy weight. So the good news is, and this is really cool, is that everything you need exists inside of you. You're full of the strength and courage and the natural physiological power that it takes to lose the weight. We just happen to have the right doctor, design, nutrition, medical science, and personal Idle Protein coach accountability and encouragement to ignite, uncover, and activate the power inside of you. So you can reset your body to burn fat, reset your whole mindset and your outlook, reset your health and your life for good. So you're resetting what's possible. Well, we knew we were going to talk about sugar. First, let's talk about how the body is designed to gain weight. Remember, we talked about that typical North American diet. It's typically filled with a lot of sugar. But did you know that 4 grams of carbohydrates becomes 1 teaspoon of sugar in the body? And here we're going to talk about that beautiful bread over there on the side. It's at least 20 grams of carbohydrates for just that one slice, which represents the equivalent of about 5 teaspoons of sugar. And this does not take into account all the other things that we put on the bread to make it taste so yummy, like sausage, jams, and so on. So we're actually consuming a lot of sugar every day that we don't really think about. So to put that into some perspective, the American Heart Association, or the AHA, recommends no more than 6 teaspoons or 25 grams of added sugar per day for women and 9 teaspoons or 38 grams for men. So you can see how quickly this sugar adds up. So why does any of this matter? Well, our bodies love sugar. It's a quick energy source that our body burns first. We consume a lot of sugar, our insulin levels go up as a result. And over time, this repeated pattern of eating too much sugar and producing too much insulin leads to a lower sensitivity to insulin's actions. This can lead to weight gain and an increased risk of developing conditions such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. So how does Idle Protein help you combat this and help you lose weight? Well, the protocol is designed to optimize fat loss through ketosis, which is safe and natural state, which your body takes your stored fat and turns it into sugar, okay? You'll remain in phase 1 until you've reached your weight loss goal. The body essentially has 3 fuel sources, or fuel tanks, if you will, that it can draw from to support your daily energy requirements. These fuel sources are sugar, protein, and fat. Because sugar is the quickest and the easiest source of all 3, the body will always draw from this tank first. And because the average person consumes a daily diet that is pretty much comprised mainly of sugar in the form of different types of carbohydrates, this is often the only fuel tank that we ever use. So unlike our fat tank, our sugar tank has a limited storage capacity and therefore relies on the constant replenishment from our diets. So our intake of carbohydrates, whether it be from fruits and vegetables to breads and pastas, cookies, soda, candy, and alcohol, basically anything yummy, as once a patient told me, provides more than enough sugar to keep this fuel tank filled. And if by chance it starts to run low, our body will send out prompts or friendly reminders in the form of hunger and cravings in the attempt to make you refill the tank. Well, Idle Protein helps you get into this fat-burning state called ketosis by restricting carbohydrate intake in phase 1. This process is supported by our tasty Idle Protein foods and micronutritional supplements, and most importantly, your coach. So, For many, the first few days on protocol may be the most challenging as the body adjusts to its new low carbohydrate diet. This sudden withdrawal of sugar, the body's preferred energy source, may prompt some uncomfortable side effects, such as hunger or headaches or other manageable effects. The good news is that by the week's end, many, if not all, of these side effects have subsided as the body transitions into fat burning. Because certain tissues in the body and brain are dependent on glucose or sugar as its only fuel source, our bodies evolved with a backup glucose generator that kicks in during times when our glycogen tank is running low. This glucose generator converts amino acids broken down from your dietary protein and or your muscle into glucose, but this process can't keep up with the body's energy demands. For this, it turns to its most treasured energy tank, fat. With continued carbohydrate restriction at or about day 4 or 5, your body will already begin changing that stored fat for fuel. Keep in mind that up until now, every single cell in your body has been running mainly on sugar or glucose. It can take days, possibly weeks, for the body to become proficient at using ketones for energy, and this is called becoming keto adapted or keto adaptive. In the days and months to follow, the body is a fat-burning machine as long as you stay on the protocol. Even the slightest deviation, whether it's that one glass of wine or a piece of bread from the bread basket or even a bite and taste here and there, can stop the process in its tracks and then send you back to the sugar tank. Once you're there, you'll have to drain the tank all over again. So it's important that you stick with the protocol and see the results, and your coach can help you do that. So we've been talking about a coach, referring to all this coaching, that one-on-one support. This plus the ketogenic protocol are the secrets to your success on idle protein. The protocol is safe and it's effective, and this is because it protects you from muscle loss since it supports muscle with adequate amounts of protein. By getting into ketosis, we're helping you reset your body to burn fat. Idle protein provides supplements to replace any lost vitamins and minerals missed as we restrict certain foods. And last but not least, idle protein is both low carb and low fat, which is super important. So the fact that the diet is both low carb and low fat sets us aside from other keto diets. Take a look at the orange blocks that represent carbs, the yellow blocks that represent fat, and the green boxes that represent protein. So on the left, you see a regular balanced diet and the higher amount of carbs. Well, remember when we talked about the North American diet? This goes back to that, talking about the high number of carbs consumed in the average diet. Now look at the two middle bars. These show your average do-it-yourself keto diets, with one about 1,500 calories a day and the other about 1,200 calories a day. You can see that the carbs are restricted, yes, but fat is higher than a regular diet and protein is lower. And why are you wanting to consume someone else's fat when you're trying to lose your own fat? Put that into perspective. Now, look at the last bar that shows the idle protein protocol. Unlike the other keto diets, idle protein provides an adequate amount of protein to protect you from muscle loss, and you don't risk that protein deficiency. And idle protein is a lower fat diet so that you can actually use your fat for energy. And then we also give you the adequate vitamins and minerals that you would need for the day. So to demonstrate the idle protein difference in another way, let's look at two dieters, Megan and Laura. So Megan decides to follow a conventional low-calorie, low-fat, low-protein diet. We've all done this. You save all your calories for something delicious, where she eats very little and she skips meals. Megan is doing this diet alone and has no coach. Though she's really followed her diet diligently, she's lost 10 pounds of fat and 10 pounds of muscle. So she lost 20 pounds overall. Now, Megan has less muscle than what she started out with before she actually started dieting. Because muscle is the engine that burns the calories, Megan's going to have some leftover calories that didn't get burned. And she's going to be at risk at gaining weight even more quickly than before because of that muscle loss. Now, Laura comes into an idle protein clinic, sees a seminar, and decides that, hey, this is for her. She needs 2,000 calories a day to meet her body's needs, and 900 of the calories are going to come from the idle protein diet, and the remaining 1,100 will come from the fat taken from her own fat storages. She's helped by a certified coach weekly and armed with the education and tools. By following the protocol, most of what Laura has lost was fat and very little impact on her muscle tissue, which is great. Now, you might say, what will happen to Megan and Laura when they start eating normal amounts of food? Well, Laura kept most of her muscle mass, and these muscles are burning them more calories. That means Laura doesn't have all those leftover calories ready to be stored as fat like Megan does. She's far more likely to be successful at maintaining her new weight. Remember, muscle is the engine that burns the calories. And if you continue to lose muscle to lose weight, you'll simply regain even faster. So let's look at idoprotein at a high level. As you can see, it is broken down into 3 simple phases. We have the weight loss phase, or reset body, stabilization, or reset mind, and maintenance, meaning reset possible. So let's get into the details of these. Well, the first phase, phase 1, is the weight loss phase, designed to optimize fat loss through nutritional ketosis. Remember the backup generator. Totally safe. Your body's made to do this. Lean mass is preserved through an adequate daily intake of high biological protein. Essential nutrients are provided through daily supplements, water, and low glycemic vegetables. You'll stay on phase 1 until your weight loss goal is achieved. You'll be eating 3 isoprotein foods a day, and we'll have many to choose from. We'll talk about that more in detail shortly. During this phase, you'll also be eating plenty of vegetables and a dinner protein of your choice, kind of like a meat, chicken, or fish, any of those. During this phase, you'll be getting into ketosis and becoming that fat-burning machine. Now, you get to your goal, you move to phase 2, stabilization. Following weight loss, the body fights to regain that lost weight by increasing your hunger and burning fewer calories. The purpose of the stabilization phase is really just to adjust your macronutrient intake, and macronutrients means your protein, fats, and carbs, in the right proportions to effectively manage hunger, promote greater satiety or fullness, and maintain weight loss. Weekly follow-up sessions are designed to monitor that reintroduction of carbohydrates into your diet as you learn how to change your relationship with food and eat healthier. Now, during this phase, you'll get another meal with a protein of your choice, replacing one of the isoprotein foods. This phase may last a minimum of 2 months to ensure we get weight stabilization. Now, let's talk about phase 3. When you get done and you've maintained for at least 8 weeks, you move on to phase 3 maintenance. So for the first 12 months following stabilization, you'll continue to receive ongoing education, support, and meal planning strategies from your coach and clinic. In addition to physical check-ins, you'll have the option to stay connected to your coach and clinic through the app and the Smart Scale. You'll learn how to be more mindful when you're eating, and now you'll understand how and why your body gains weight and how to avoid it. We'll continue to support you with the helpful tips and strategies for a healthier life and maintaining that weight loss. Now, remember we talked about the isoprotein foods. Well, we have over 80 delicious foods to choose from that are super easy to make and super tasty. They're made with high quality protein to keep you full. Foods include drinks and snacks, and also options like omelets, mashed potatoes, soups, chicken, beef, and more. So following isoprotein protocol really isn't just about losing the weight, but this is more about tapping into your own strength, courage, and optimism that already exists inside of you. We do it through personal coaching so that you can hit reset and ignite a big, bright, healthy, and new life full of possibilities. Your personal coach will motivate you and hold you accountable every step of the way through weekly meetings where we talk about tips and get help when you're struggling. You'll get sessions and ongoing education. The support you'll get there will be just for you and is completely invaluable. Now, thousands of people just like you have seen great success with isoprotein. This is one of our success stories, Toonie. He lost 103 pounds with isoprotein, and he has been so inspired with his weight loss and his new lifestyle that he's become a coach and help spread the word about how easy this would be and how life-changing it can be. So I'm going to read you a quick quote from him. I have done things I never thought I would be able to do. I got to zip line for the first time, do a rope course, ran my first 5K and 10K. I was also asked to be an isoprotein coach at Billings Last Diet, and of course, I said yes. I wanted to share what I have learned and help someone change their life to be healthier and let them know that isoprotein works and how it changed my life. I actually know Toonie. He is a phenomenal dude. I'm sure of it that at some point he'll be in our area and you guys can all meet him. So this young woman, Julie Marino, is very near and dear to my heart. I actually coached her when I was coaching in the North Dallas area. I coached her through 111 pounds of weight loss, and I think she's now down 150 pounds and been maintaining. She is so inspirational. She says, I feel and see the joy in my life and that I have now. I see the success and the isoprotein has given me. It's given me my life back. I'm proud that I committed to my amazing transformation because I have found a new me. Of course, I'm still my old self, but now that I have self-confidence and improved self-esteem, so many wonderful things have come my way because of my dedication to isoprotein. So I know her personally. She actually just married my husband's best friend, who is also an isoprotein alumni. I don't think either one of them were in a great spot for self-confidence until they had both lost a significant amount of weight and have been single for many years. And Julie was actually in a very terrible job situation when I first met her. And just because she was showing her confident self, she was offered another job. It was actually pretty life-changing. So, okay, so what can you expect in terms of weight loss and idle protein? Well, on average, a woman's going to lose about 2.5 pounds per week. Men lose about 3.5 pounds per week. And lady, it has nothing to do with their brains. It's all about their muscle mass, okay? So don't let your husbands or your boyfriends or your dads or whoever tell you that's because they're smarter. They're not. So we need about 2,000 calories to live, okay? You'll get 900 from the food that you actually consume, which means your body makes up the 1,100 calories from stored fat, making into new energy, which is really cool because you feel full and you have lots more energy. So there are many advantages to you losing weight, of course. But did you know that losing 5 to 10% of your body weight, you can positively impact your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugars? You can also benefit by increased levels of energy, greater mobility, better moods, and increased self-confidence. Everybody's different, but over and over again, studies show that these benefits can occur just with modest weight loss, truthfully. So there is a consult fee, and I'm going to talk broad spectrum about it, but I'm going to have you refer back to your clinic for this. The value of vital protein is really the impact on your health and wellness. In terms of cost, there is a consult fee. You'll fill out a health profile, which can be reviewed with your doctor. You'll get a weekly coaching session with your idle protein coach. You'll get access to helpful videos, weekly weigh-ins, and body composition analysis, and tune-ups while you're in maintenance and whenever you need them throughout the year. These tune-ups connect you with us for as long as you'd like in order to help you maintain your weight. During your weekly visits, you will help choose idle protein foods and snacks that are right for you, as well as guide you with your supplement purchases. The overall cost of your one-time consult fee, food and vitamin purchase is often less than what you'd be paying monthly when you total up your regular grocery bills or your takeout eating experiences, okay? I will tell you, I've done protocol myself. I've lost 340 pounds, and I'll tell you where you can look up my video. I'm not going to take up your time tonight. But I will tell you that in the year, almost 2 years that it took me to lose my weight, the first year, I saved enough money up that I was able to put a down payment on a house. It's pretty significant, really and truthfully. I'm not trying to pull your leg. I know personally. Okay, so overall, just think of us, we're here to partner with you on your journey to weight loss and better health. We'll provide you a structure to make it easy and support you along the way. You have a lifetime connection to us, and if that's what you'd like to help you stay on track, we'll help provide education and tools to help you. So if you're ready, we'll get you signed up today. I sent you all a health profile to fill out. Some of your clinics have electronic versions, so you just refer back to your coach if you know that that's what they do. And your coach will get in contact with you to schedule your initial consultation. You'll obviously meet them if you haven't already, and we'll get you scheduled for your weekly coaching sessions. So do you have any questions for me?